Well, there are growing concerns for many new parents across the country as baby formula, the shortage, worsens. 40% of the top-selling products are out of stock at stores. That's according to new analysis from Data Assembly. Some retailers are even limiting the number of products that you can buy at a time in order to preserve the inventories. We're also learning that the average price of some baby formulas increased nearly 18% over last year. So here to discuss is Dr. Dyan Hes. She's the medical director of Gramercy Pediatrics. So thanks for joining us. And part of what is causing this is, the same issues with supply chains as we have seen all throughout the pandemic, whether it's the ingredients or the packaging. There are all kinds of issues. There's also a plant that closed down as well, I believe in Michigan, so that contributed to the shortage. What I thought when I heard this is there might be parents out there who start to improvise if they can't have access to the formula that they need. What can parents who are struggling to find baby formula do right now? Are there any alternatives? Is there anything that you definitely don't want them to do?
Definitely do not make homemade formula. It's not going to work out and your baby's going to be malnourished. But there are formulas available. So there might not be the brand name. So there might be a shortage of Enfamil and there might be a shortage of Similac, but you can definitely get the store brands, which are excellent, the Target, the Kirkland, the Kroger. So just CVS, Walgreens, they all come out of the same factory. They're all FDA approved. They meet the same standards that regular Similac and Enfamil do. What I would say is don't dilute your formula. That's another thing. People try to make it extend it, so they're adding more water, but that's going to make much less calories and lead to a malnourished baby as well.
Abbott recalled some of its baby formula. You mentioned Similac earlier this year. What advice do you have for parents who maybe are a little nervous about the safety of, formula now, concerned about giving baby formula? You know when you have a baby,
Sure.
If you get like a little bit of colic, then you start to freak out about, was it something that you did? Did you give them the wrong formula? Blah, blah, blah.
So that was a voluntary recall by Abbott, and they closed down that plant, and now that plant is actually being upgraded. So far, I've heard, and this is through the grapevine, that there were some possible reports that children got a bacterial infection from possibly Similac. So far, I know 2 of those cases have totally been refuted, that the babies had sadly died from other bacterial infections. Nothing was related to the Similac formula, and hopefully, I believe that that's going to happen, and Abbott will be exonerated. And this is an active investigation. But right now, they were erring on the side of caution because there was a suspicion. So they did this voluntary recall, but they ramped up to quadruple their production in their other factories now to try to make up for this backlog.
Good. So I sort of touched a little bit on the sort of what's causing the shortages, but I want to get a little bit more into that. Do we know more about why there is a shortage and whether or not it's just impacting the U.S. or is it also a global issue?
It's a global issue. I've been picking the brains of some of our reps, and I believe even some of the ingredients and the supply chain is coming from Ukraine, so that's affecting it. But I know that Abbott has a plant in Ireland, and they're now shipping in formula daily from Ireland to bring to the U.S. But I do think it is a worldwide shortage. I do think also we have a problem hoarding here, and I have parents who openly say, I saw 10 Similacs on Costco.com, and I bought all of them. And when you do that, you're affecting other people who can't get formula for their baby.
Dr. Dyan Hes, I'm so glad that you brought that up. I saw somebody post an image on some social media platform, too, of like a basket filled with formula. And, there were people kind of back and forth. Some people really understood why that mother did that. And other people said the exact same thing that you did. You got to leave some for other moms out there that are desperate. Dr. Dyan Hes, it's good talking to you, and it's good seeing you again. I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Yeah, and it wasn't about COVID.
I know. Thank you.
Okay.